American entrepreneur John Cullinane has been in Donegal to share some of his knowledge and advice with local businesses and notably people involved with new startup enterprises.
Well, I'm enormously impressed with Donegal. It's just fantastically beautiful, and of course everybody knows that, but I met with quite a number of entrepreneurs this morning and was tremendously impressed with their skills and knowledge and sophistication. So it's obvious to me that they can compete in the global economy, and that's what I was working with them on, in ways to enhance their sales messages and others that I think went over very well and was very effective.
Cullinane, who formed the first really successful software products company in the world, was invited over by Donegal County Council as a follow-up to a number of recent successful delegations by councillors and officials to Boston. His success story is certainly inspiring.
I'm a software entrepreneur, and Cullinane Corporation was the first successful software products company in the world. And at a time when people said it couldn't be done, and it was the first to have a public offering, the first to be listed in the New York Stock Exchange, and the first to reach $1 billion in valuation.
But it wasn't all plain sailing, and he endured some challenging times.
There was a moment in time we were down to $500 in the bank and a payroll due that day of $8,500, and every entrepreneur, has experiences like that. And fortunately, a check came in for $8,500, and we had to find new, imaginative ways to reach our markets.
How did you pursue into a business that people said it won't make any money?
Well, if you looked at the fundamentals, that it seemed to me that there were overwhelming advantages of buying software versus custom development. And that was the whole essence. If you could just sell enough software as a product and make money, that was the key. No one had ever done that before, and that's what I figured out how to do.
He was clearly impressed with what he saw at Letterkenny Institute of Technology, and he highlighted the importance of education.
Well, education is the driving competitive engine of innovation. Without that, it just doesn't happen, except occasionally. So the educational component is the driving engine for innovation and competition around the world.
His visit also enabled him to go out by boat to above the wreck of the SS Laurentic, which struck a mine and sunk off Donegal in 1917.
My Uncle Walter was from Dunmore East, County Waterford. He and two of his best friends from Dunmore East were on the SS Laurentic and were lost on January 25th, 1917, along with 354 other souls.
For him, it was a poignant moment as he was able to pay his respects to a family relative.
To go out into the Loch Swilly and the North Atlantic and to see on the radar the ship actually below us, was really something I hadn't expected. And to be able to place a wreath there was really quite emotional and something I'll never forget.
Cullinane, who had an input into the peace process under Bill Clinton and who has helped to bring jobs to Northern Ireland, clearly enjoys his work and helping people to develop their ideas and products.
Well, what keeps them going for business is meeting with these young people and middle-aged people at Letterkenny Institute and helping them develop their message and positioning of their products in a way that light went on when they saw how to do it.
Chris Ashmore for Donegal TV, Letterkenny.